CNK Khango, Isaac Sumi says demand for a separate Naga flag not practicable under Indian constitution. Sumi further says it is time for negotiators to rethink whether the demand is logical or not. Nltv 2015 batch intensifies protest with the meeting between the school advisor K.T. Sukhalu and group failing to come to any conclusion on Tuesday. More teachers joined the hunger strike on Wednesday as government fails to give any written assurance and a time frame for regularization of 1166 aggrieved ad hoc teachers. Rising People's Party takes a dig against ruling UDA government for alleged negligence and silence over the identified indefinite protest by Nltv demanding service regularization. RPP states Nltv agitation could have been resolved politically if political leaderships would have addressed the issue from day. Phangnong Konyak appointed First woman Rajya Sabha MP S. Phangnong Konyak appointed to the department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Transport, Tourism and Culture. Meanwhile, Nagaland BJP unit congratulates Konyak on the accomplishment, lauding her efforts. Welcome to Nagaland TV. You're watching Nltv News Now. I am Yashira and now the news in detail. Over the prolonged Naga political issue going on for the past 25 years, the co-convener of Naga National Political Groups, Isaac Sumi, has once again said that as far the NNPG are concerned, all negotiations and talks have concluded on October 31st, 2019 and that they are ready to sign the final agreement at any time. Upon their return from Delhi, where the group had met interlocutor to the peace talks, A.K. Mishra, Sumi, while talking to Nltv, said that in the recent meeting, they reviewed all the aspects of the ongoing process. Sumi also said that during the meeting with A.K. Mishra, they have conveyed the message along with the desire of the Naga people demanding an early solution of the vexed issue before 2023 State Assembly elections. Sumi made it clear that from NNPG's side, all core issues are sorted out and it is only a matter of time before signing a final agreement. He added that, however, consultations between both sides will continue till the time of signing the final agreement. Sumi further went on to say that Government of India is exploring all possible ways to settle the issue at the earliest as desired by the people of the state.
Since we have made it very clear that all the substantive issues has already been negotiated and declared concluded since 31st of October 2019, we don't have much to discuss on the core issues. It was a casual review, overall review of the aspects of the process, or else we don't have any core issues as such to discuss anymore. The Government of India has been assuring us that they are exploring all the means and ways in order to culminate the process into a successful, inclusive solution at an earliest as desired by the people. And in our recent meeting with the Government of India's representative, A.K. Mishra, we have conveyed our longing for an early solution and also the desire of the Naga people to have an early solution before election. And on our part also, as I have mentioned earlier, all the substantive issues, all the core issues have been finalized and declared concluded. However, consultations will continue until such time we arrive at a final signing of the agreement.
Over the delay in peace talks, co-convener of NNPG and Ato Kilonser of NSCNK Congo, Isaac Sumi, while talking to Nltv, made it clear that the differences between Government of India and NSCN-IM over contentious issue of separate flag and constitution has been the major roadblock. Sumi said that the demand for a separate flag and constitution must be reviewed. He pointed out first it is better to ensure that whether the demand for a separate flag is logical or not. Sumi opined it is not practicable to demand a separate national flag under Indian constitution. He went on to say that as per the status paper submitted by NNPGs to the union government, a government arrangement have been already made which allows the usage of Naga flag during Naga social and cultural events. Sumi said that the government of India's approach for giving recognition to the historical aspect of Nagas and their sovereignty should be appreciated and honored.
It is a known fact that the delay in arriving at a solution, we all know very well, because it is because of certain contentious issues that cannot be resolved between the NSN-IM and the government of India. Let me be very clear. We also consider flag as a very sacred to us. And if you go through our status paper, which we have already submitted to the government of India, you will find that a convenient arrangement has already been met with regard to flag and constitution. However, let us, in all sanity, let us also try to reason and let us see whether it is logical or not to ask the government of India to allow us to use Naga flag in the Indian institution, whether it is logical or not. But as I have said, flag, it is a very sacred thing to us. We honor, and there is no objection, even on the part of the government of India, for the usage of the Naga flag in our social and cultural events. However, we must all try to understand that there has not been a single instance throughout the world, a particular nation asking for the flag of other nation to be used in their own institution. So such is the case with the Nagas. So what I mean to say is it logical enough that the Nagas should ask the government of India to use the Naga national flag in the Indian institution? Is that logical? However, we must honor and we must be practical. At the same time, we must appreciate the approach of the government of India. The government of India, in a way, has given a recognition to the historical aspect of the Nagas, that the Nagas were a sovereign people. And therefore, they have not denied or they have not objected to the utility of Naga flag in our social and cultural event. So until such time the Naga becomes a sovereign nation, I don't think it is practicable to demand the government of India to allow the Nagas to use the Naga national.
The meeting between the Advisor School Education Department officials and all Nagaland ad hoc teachers group ended in a deadlock situation when the two parties couldn't come to any conclusion on Tuesday. Spokespersons of Nltv, Bendang Temsung Ozukum, while talking to Nltv, informed that the government failed to give any written assurance and a time frame for regularization of the 1166 aggrieved ad hoc teachers service, and without which the meeting was inconclusive. Notably, with the end of the 9th day of Nltv protest on the streets, Azukum informed that from Tuesday all the core committee members will be joining the hunger strike, and as teachers, he said they will not resort to violence, but the protest will continue till their demand is being fulfilled. It may be noted that despite the bad weather in the capital and with all the government offices closed for 2 days, all the members gathered outside new Secretariat complex in unison. Ozukum further expressed that the members' disappointment with the meeting outcome, as the NRG members were with high hopes that Tuesday's meeting will be a fruitful sitting. It is to be mentioned that the ad hoc teachers began their protest against the state government on September 26, demanding the regularization of the services of 1,166 teachers. The sit-in protest intensified to a hunger strike on Thursday night.
Well, yeah, thank you for this time. Of course, it was all with a very big hope, a great hope that we went in for the meeting. And as we all know, today is the 9th day of our agitation. We thought that at least, we're coming to a point where we can all come a bit, butt the ends, bend a bit, and then meet somewhere else. But today, we ended the meeting in a deadlock situation. The NRG was invited, the whole core committee team was invited, so that comprises us of about 31 teacher members, and from the government we had the honorable advisor to school education, we had the commissioner secretary of the school education and the SCRT, we had the principal director, Department of School Education, and the director of school education. So apart from them, we also had other officials, higher up officials. So we had discussed at length about how we can come to an amicable solution to our issue. But today, nothing of a conclusiveness could be reached over today at the meeting.
So actually, what happened was there that they were asking for some time, the time limit,
Yeah, maybe yes, they were asking for some time, and they were not very specific about the time frame that they were requiring, and apart from the time frame, we have also had some pre-demands. That is, number one, that our regularization date should be counted from the date of the signing of the agreement. The first point. The second was to have our seniority counted a little ahead, and the third was to give us, a time frame on which they would be able to bring a solution to our demand. But all the 3 points were rejected, and that was a collective decision by the House. We had a very good unanimous decision on how to go about with all those issues. So of course, I could say that I'm a part of the office of the NRG, but still, just because I'm a part, or the 31 individuals who had gone up for the meeting are a part of the different districts, or represents the different districts, or a part of the central team, that just does not qualify us to pass judgment for the rest of the members. So as like said, since we had gone up for the meeting with a unanimous decision, honoring the general members' decision not to comply with anything else but just those 3 points, we had to come to a deadlock.
Rising People's Party on Tuesday took a dig against the ruling NDPP-BJP government for their negligence toward NRG agitating teachers. RPP stated that NRG agitation could only be resolved politically, and the political leaders should have addressed the issue from the day. They further criticized the ruling government as they remained silent despite the serious nature of the agitation. RPP reminded the NDPP-BJP coalition partner to get their priorities right and to stop their whispering campaigns against each other over the issue for petty political mileage. RPP termed NDPP-BJP leaders as sick humans without any moral qualms and ethics. Rajya Sabha MP S. Phangnong Konyak has been appointed to the department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Transport, Tourism and Culture. Meanwhile, the Bharatiya Janata Party of Nagaland extended its heartiest congratulations to the Rajya Sabha MP for her recent appointment to the department. The party further stated that Phangnong Konyak fought her way to become the first woman to be elected as Member of Parliament in Rajya Sabha from the state of Nagaland, has time and again proven her worth as an epitome of empowered women in this generation. They further mentioned that her presence in the House of the People has invoked much interest from other states within the Union of India to take notice of Naga people and the ways of life. The party also stated that they sincerely acknowledge her recent appointment and pray that she will work with conviction for the welfare of the people and continue to bring more laurel to the state. It is to be mentioned that as Phangnong Konyak was elected unopposed as the Rajya Sabha member from Nagaland on March 24, 2022. In support to demand for a separate Frontier Nagaland, Tobu Area Students' Union will organize a mass public walkathon on October 7. The union will carry out the walkathon as per the directive of Eastern Naga Students Federation's call. Konyak Students' Union has also extended its support towards the ENSF's mass rally. All federating units under TASU are informed to reach the Tobu headquarters with at least 5 representatives on 6th October. If any federating units fails to attend the walkathon, action will be imposed as per the KSU directive. All the citizens and CSO leaders from Tobu town and village have been asked to participate in the walkathon. Further, business establishments within Tobu jurisdiction will be shut down from 9 a.m. and all the educational institutions will be closed on that day. Also, vehicular movements will be halted within the jurisdiction from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. On the occasion of Yemshi and Tusokum festival, Chief Minister Nafurio via Twitter extended his greetings. As Yemshi is festival of welcoming new harvest and blessings of Pochuri community, Rio wished the festival to bring prosperity and wellness to every household. Further, to the Kimyungang community on Tusokum festival, Rio wished and hoped that this festival promotes peace, unity and harmony. In a move to save the wildlife, the village council of Firo and Totsu villages under Wokha district banned the hunting of wildlife. As per reports, the two villages have warned the public to stay away from wildlife hunting in areas under their jurisdiction, as such activity was strictly prohibited, and that if anyone was found indulging in wildlife hunting in violation of the notice would be penalized with a fine of Rs 20,000. Furthermore, both the village council chairmen, while addressing media, mentioned that all the items will be seized and stern action would be initiated if anybody was found guilty. They further appealed to the public to cooperate with the notice in order to avoid any untoward incident. Notably, Nagaland government had adopted the Wildlife Protection Act 1972 with effect from December 18, 1981, and under this act, hunting of wild animals, birds within the territorial jurisdiction of Nagaland is strictly prohibited. An opening ceremony of the Children's Festival was organized by Western Sumi Baptist Akukuho Kukakulu, which was held on Tuesday at Cheke village. More than 130 churches under WSBAK attended the festival. Further, a morning cultural exhibition was also held on Wednesday.
The WSBK Western Sumi Baptist Churches Association program ase. We can 174 churches ase under WSBK. Ajila festival there 130 churches turn out hoise. 130 churches and registered delegates 7,000 plus hoise. But unregistered surrounding villages, surrounding churches can barai. We have a sitting capacity. We have arranged a sitting capacity of 10,000. Ajirati karne 10,000 is na arrange kurje. Only sub fill hogi na boya site. Ide Czechia Village Baptist Church. Tahan bara hosting church ase. Tahan bara every village karne logistic arrangement kurigena se, lodging arrangement kurigena se. It is triennial. After every 3 years kure, but due to pandemic, last 2 years it was to be held on 2019. Only Corona paragina this year 2022 organized kurigina se. Itula this year la celebration to Akavulo Itimi, Children of the Light, based on the text 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 5 te best kurigina isor bara bacha khan ge kinka thakibole mon ase isor soul khan save kurbo karne ami khan itu theme lagai kina ase.
Parent District Football Association organized the first ever Parent District Football League on Tuesday at Jaluki B local ground. Around 8 football clubs took part in the league and the first kick-off match was between Barak Football Academy and Puitfing FC. It is to be mentioned that the committee will provide sets of trophy along with 1 lakh cash prize for the winning team, and also the program was graced by entrepreneur and co-founder of YouthNet Nagaland, Kuchi Rankau, as special guest. The aim of the association is to bring professionalism to the sport and nurture the young players finding successful careers in their future.
I'm very impressed with the whole show this morning. Honestly, in my mind and in my thoughts, I thought, not underestimating you all, but for the first league in the district, Iman Balbra Hobo Gana Biswas Tangani Holibi, I'm so impressed, and I would like to salute the organizers for this grand opening ceremony arrangements. I would like to urge the PDFA to continue and uphold this kind of tradition so that our grassroots level players will grow.
This league will start from today and it will continue up to 29th October. And we have 8 teams participating this season and they will all play as per the league format. But in the end we will have the tabletop league winner and then we'll have another round called PDFA Cup, which the top 4 teams will play the semi-final and the winner of the final match will be declared as the PDFA Cup winner. That is the format we have. Not only in Parent District, but Nagaland, Inika Huithage, we have so many local tournaments, we have so many village-based tournaments. Will be bishi bak to ekbar khilibo thanda hoi jabo. Aro so pauri jai ki hoya se ki no hoy. And the players go back to their usual normal routine. Aro khila to pauri jai. Itubra the league is conceptualized in such a way that amikhan itu professionalism anibuli munase. Players khan ki opportunity dibo to earn whatever is up according to their skill, and itu bahar te nishna dusra khan state khan te nishna ami khan Nagaland state te bhi particularly Parent District te ami khan players khan ke paratak to professionalism to encourage kuru bole munase.
I'm very impressed with the whole show this morning. Honestly, in my mind and in my thoughts, I thought
the forthcoming 22nd edition of NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy 2022 is all set to be held from October 7 to 29th October at Indira Gandhi Stadium, Kohima. The inaugural match will be kicked off at 4:30 p.m. on 7th October, where NPF leader and UDA co-chairman Kuzo Khulu Ninu will attend as the inaugural guest. Notably, the inaugural match and from quarter-final till grand final will be night matches, while the primary matches will be played during daytime. 35 teams will be participating in the 22nd edition of NSF Martyr Memorial Trophy, and the champion team will be walk away with a prize money of rupees 2 lakhs. It is to be mentioned that this trophy is organized in honor of comrades late Kekuzali Sachu and late Vikozo Yoshu, who were the victims of the indiscriminate firing of the armed police in 1986.
The two comrades, late Kekuzali Sachu and late Vikozo Yoshu, who were victims to the indiscriminate firing of the armed police from Elichan when the students' fraternity on the 22nd March 1986 were on a peaceful duty call to the extension of the disturbed area belt from 5 km to 20 km along the Indo-Myanmar border and against the induction of the Indian Police Service IPS cadet into the state of Nagaland. And therefore, in exercise to honor and keep alive the supreme sacrifices made by the two comrades, the Angami Students Union organized the trophy annually in memory of the two marches, and this year it will be the 22nd edition. We extend our profound gratitude and appreciation to all the press media fraternity for the endless support. From the inception till the 21st edition, your fraternity has been part of this success journey. And therefore, we once again look forward for your contribution and service even in the days to come. I take this privilege to announce that the forthcoming 22nd edition of the NSF Marches Memorial Trophy 2022 is scheduled to be held from 7 October.
In a tragic accident that took place on Tuesday night in Uttarakhand's Pauri Garhwal district, as many as 25 people were killed when a bus carrying a wedding procession of 45 to 50 people fell into gorge near Simdi village. As per reports, police and SDRF rescued 21 people after an override operation and admitted them to a nearby hospital, while 25 people were found dead. Meanwhile, President Murumu and PM Modi expressed their condolences for the deaths in the tragedy.
में जो है बस हादसा हुआ, बड़ा हादसा हुआ। इसमें 45 से 47 लोग थे और हमने जो है 20 लोग निकाले। रात भर ऑपरेशन चला, सर्च रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन चला, 20 लोग निकाले, उनको हॉस्पिटलाइज कराया। अभी तक की हमारी जो सूचना है उसके हिसाब से इनमें से 25 लोगों की मौत हो चुकी है और जो 20 लोग हैं इनमें भी 2-3 लोग क्रिटिकल हैं और एक आध आदमी जो है हो सकता है जो और बचा हो, क्योंकि उन्होंने कोई कह रहा है 45 + 2 थे, ड्राइवर और कंडक्टर को मिला के हटा के 45 थे, कोई कह रहा है वैसे 45 थे, तो मैक्सिमम 47 थे, मिनिमम 45 थे। तो मैंने कहा 25 जो है उनको मान लीजिए मृत मान लीजिए और 20 हमने ऊपर लाए जिनको हॉस्पिटलाइज करा, उनमें से 2-3 लोग
We have a big breaking coming up at this moment. The news that is coming from the neighboring state of Arunachal is that an Indian Army Cheetah helicopter has crashed, resulting death of one pilot, while the other has suffered injuries. Reportedly, the Army aviation chopper crashed in a forward area near Tawang around 10 a.m. The Cheetah helicopter was on a regular sortie with 2 pilots on board. Both of them were evacuated to the nearest military hospital, but Lieutenant Colonel Saurav Yadav, who was critically injured, died during the treatment, said the Army. The co-pilot is under treatment. The cause of the crash at this stage is not known. Details are being ascertained. The SOIM Students Union of Mokokchung Unite organized a career guidance seminar on Tuesday in Arkong Community Hall. The seminar was held with a vision to scale greater heights of wisdom and instill better understanding on how to be career-driven. It is to be mentioned that the seminar was divided into 2 categories, where Category A included Class 8 to 12, which emphasized on choosing the right path, while Category B included undergraduates and above, in which competitive exams were emphasized. Notably, Mokokchung Sub-Divisional Officers Tentilong Uzukum and JDA Treasuries and Account Likopba were the resource persons during the seminar. In the wee hours of Wednesday, a tragic accident took place on the Bandra-Worli sea link in Mumbai, where at least 5 people have been reported dead. It is to be mentioned that the collision took place between 4 cars and an ambulance at around 3:30 am and over 10 sustained injuries. Notably, police rushed to the spot and took the injured to the hospital. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi via Twitter condoled the death of the departed souls and further wished for speedy recovery for the people who were injured.
अरे इसमें साथ में मेरे साथ नहीं आने वाला।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday offered greetings on the occasion of Dussehra. Taking to Twitter, Modi wished courage, restraint and positive energy to everyone on the auspicious occasion. It is to be mentioned that Dussehra is also known as Vijay Dashami, which is a major Hindu festival. It marks the end of Navratri year. It may also be mentioned that Dussehra is celebrated as the victory of Lord Rama over demon Ravana and Goddess Durga's triumph over the buffalo demon Mahishasura. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the auspicious occasion of Dussehra has inaugurated the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Bilaspur in Himachal Pradesh. Reportedly, the PM will also lay foundation stones for several developmental projects as well as host public meeting in the state, and later he would take part at the Dussehra celebrations in Kullu. Notably, the inaugurations of AIIMS Bilaspur demonstrates PM Modi's vision and commitment to enhancing healthcare across the country. It is to be mentioned that AIIMS Bilaspur was constructed at a cost of more than Rs 1,470 crores and it is a state-of-art hospital with 18 specialty and 17 super specialty departments, 18 modular operation theatres and 750 beds with 64 ICU beds. Earlier, PM Modi had laid the foundation stone for the newly constructed hospital in 2017. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Tuesday thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi for India's support after both the leaders had a telephonic conversation. Notably, amid the Russia-Ukraine conflict and Kremlin leader Vladimir Putin declaring 4 regions of Ukraine as a formal part of Russia, PM Modi called Zelensky and conveyed the country's readiness to contribute to any peace efforts in the Russia-Ukraine crisis. Affirming Prime Minister Narendra Modi's predicament that now is not the time of war, President of war-ravaged country, Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky thanked PM Modi for India's support. Thanking the PM for his support of Ukraine's integrity, Zelensky emphasized the importance of his recent statement wherein he deemed the period as wrong for any war. Notably, during the Shanghai Cooperation Organization conclave in Samarkand, PM Modi spoke to Putin about the ongoing Ukraine-Russia conflict on the sidelines of meeting and said that today's era is not an era of war. That is all for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV for more news and updates.
Hey, you haven't started yet?
It's very low quality water tank.
Just shut up. The shopkeeper has given us 5 years of guarantee.
Or forget 5 years. Drinking water from this tank can be very dangerous. Inside surface is also not plain, smooth and pure white. Why don't you do one thing?